Alright, folks. Hello, hello, hello. Hello, everybody. Let's see here. We're definitely going to announce this on the Discord. Yep. Hope everyone's having a phenomenal day. We're going to be talking about some certain stuff today. Let me turn that down. Whoops. There we go. Live. Real. Yes, this is real. Yo, Rap. What's up? What's up, people? Hope everyone's having a phenomenal day. We're just making sure everything's good. That should work now. Okay. Holy smokes. We're definitely lagging a lot. That's definitely strange. Okay, I don't know why it's lagging that much. That's weird. That's weird. Weird. Okay, there we go. Fix that. Good afternoon, folks. Alright, so, as you can see from the bottom, we actually have a ticker now. I'm testing around with this. It's going to be definitely, what I potentially will do for the election night stream in a couple days. That's going to be fun. So yeah, the bottom, there will be a ticker with updates and stuff, and I'm currently working with OBS to make this a better stream. But yeah, definitely looks a lot better. Definitely looks a lot better with this. So yeah. Well. A lot has happened. You know, a lot has happened the past couple of days. Especially the last 24 hours or so. It's, let's get right into it. It's been a dumpster fire of a situation. And it's just a lot has happened. Any proof in the Taiwan thing? Yeah, there was, hold on. Sorry about that, folks. I, cut out for a second. I almost died there. Whoops, I'm back. Sorry about that, folks. We cut out for a split second there. Very sorry. Okay, there we go. We're back. Okay. So, everything's good now. Everything should be working. It's a lot smoother now. There we go. So, let's get this out of the way. Russia yesterday at like 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time declared war on Ukraine and invaded from all fronts. And it has started to get a little bit scary with this entire situation. Because everybody, including their grandmothers, thought Russia was just going to go in for the separatist parts of Ukraine. That's what everybody thought was going to happen. Alright? And that's just the basic conception that, hey, this was just going to happen. This was going to be a border type conflict, you know, not really a full-on war. But, well, it's official. This is a real war. This is an official war. Not some bullshit border dispute or anything like that. This is the first major conflict with a major power with an actual country since World War II. One of the first ones since World War II. Not including, you know, civil wars and shit like that. In legitimate war. This is something we have not seen in decades, let alone in Europe. So Russia is going for the entire country, not just, you know, the separatist parts. They're going for it all. Now, it's really a question of what Russia wants exactly. Nobody knows exactly what they're going to take. We don't know if they're going to take just the separatist regions, or they're going to take all those port cities. Are they going to puppet Ukraine? We don't know. But we do know this is a war. And Putin has been wording this very uniquely. He's not been saying this is an official war. This is a quote-unquote military operation or surgical operation or some shit like that. So he's been very careful with his words. He's trying to make this sound like this is a regular border dispute, a military operation. It is not. It is definitely not just this normal ass dispute. This is a legitimate war. And there's been a lot of information going around, and I'm here to, talk to you guys a little bit about what's truly going on. It's a lot. it's definitely a lot. Yeah, I know. I'm sorry the freaking, sorry that the Photoshop thing, hold on. Dear God, I messed up the, thumbnail. Whatever. That's fine. That's a basic, mistake on my part. So, I want to hear everybody's thoughts about this entire situation before we get more into it, because I want to hear other people's perspectives, because I have my own opinions on this. It's not going to be, happy with certain people on the right, but that's just my opinion. I mean, this war is taking it way too far. This entire situation's a complete overblown on Russia's part. I mean, Russia had valid claims into the separatist regions. They had valid claims over security concerns over NATO. But they took that and were like, okay, let's just invade all of Ukraine. Let's just invade all of it. Not just the disputed parts. No. The entire thing. Now, Russia is not at fault here either. I mean, neither side really can be at fault. They're just, what happens when world leaders are lazy. This dispute has been brewing for years. It's been brewing for just years, if not decades. And they kept kicking the can down the road. And it finally blew up as, well, we have our first major conflict in over 80 years in Europe. 80 years! So, yeah, that's why this war as a whole is very unique. Very, very unique. But again, both sides are at fault here. Russia, I think, are taking this way too far. Way too far. But at the same time, the West, Ukraine, United States, NATO, all of them, they fucked up hard. They became over-reliant on Russia for energy. They became over-reliant on them for basically a lot of basic stuff for energy. And you just start taking into account all this stuff. It's like, okay, Russia essentially controls energy in Europe now. I mean, what is it, Germany has 100% of their freaking energy from Russia? I mean, what do you expect's gonna happen? And then also the fact that Ukraine refused to make any negotiations with Russia. And in fact, pissed all over the Minsk Treaty. Nobody's talking about that. I recommend you look it up. I recommend that you look up the Minsk Agreement. It's been destroyed by Ukraine. And again, I'm not even defending Russia. I'm just saying that that's what's really happening. So, yay. Woohoo! That's just great. Great. The amount of people who don't understand this ethnic conflict has been going on for hundreds of years is astounding. This didn't start in 2014. Yeah, it started hundreds of years ago. Hundreds. But it just became more apparent in the last few years with the separatists wanting to join Russia, Ukraine, doing their shit. And yeah. Happy neocon noises. Again, I'm not saying we should get involved. We should stay the fuck away from this. This entire situation is dumb. So, we're not going to get involved. I don't think we're going to send troops there. Some people on the right want to send troops for God knows what reason. But they're not going to send any troops, hopefully. Even some neocons understand this is not a good idea to send troops against frickin' Russia. So, It's not going to go too well. And I think a lot of people are going to die. I hate to be the bearer of bad news. I think a ton of people are going to die in this. The Ukrainians are not just going to roll over. I'm saying they should, because this is going to end horribly. This is going to end horribly if they don't. They're going all out. They're arming their citizens. They're going for full-on guerrilla war. And this is going to be ugly, to say the least. There's a huge battle over Sumy in East Ukraine. Yeah, there's definitely been some big battles. There's already been a couple meme battles as well. There's been, the entire Ukraine Navy sunk already, or more the naval defenses. Their air force is wiped out. The air defense is wiped out. Their missile defense is wiped out. There's a lot of memes going on. But the biggest meme so far of this war is Chernobyl. When I saw that trending on Twitter, I was questioning what the fuck happened. And if you don't know what happened at Chernobyl, go look it up, because that may have been the dumbest thing I've heard all day, with the Russians, and Ukrainians having one of the biggest fights of the war so far in Chernobyl. I mean, the Ukrainians were, fighting to the last man. I mean, yeesh. I mean, I know Chernobyl's very important. I mean, if one fuck-up happens, let's just say it's World War III. But, yeah, Russia took Chernobyl. It was the bloodiest part of the war so far, appears. That was where most of the fighting has taken place, from what I'm aware of. I know there's been some skirmishes, like some airports and stuff, but this was the first main battle, it appears. The Ukrainians fighting to the last man to keep Chernobyl. So, let's see here. What does it mean for the future? All I see is United States crumbling, no one being able to afford gas or food. Well, it's going to suck, but it's not going to get that bad. The only way it gets that bad is we get directly involved. If you don't know what went on in Chernobyl, that's an out of context quote. God damn it. But yeah, I've played Modern Warfare. I know what happened in Chernobyl. Chernobyl is one of the biggest disasters in modern history. That's all I will say. But it's not a reason not to use nuclear power. It's what the left wants to use, but it's a dumb reason. So, let's see. Many Ukrainian refugees are going to Poland and Hungary. I heard that Hungary may, take a chunk of Ukraine. There's a state over there that's very Hungarian. So they may just take it. That's gonna get interesting over there. At least Europe has a legitimate refugee crisis. Yeah, this time it seems like this is a bit more realistic than the old one with the, these people are not even from Europe. They're from the frickin' Middle East. Huge protests in Moscow and the police beat them. Yeah, the protests in Russia aren't gonna go too well, to say the least. I think in your video about the situation, you forgot the Russia stationed troops. I know they stationed troops in Belarus, but I didn't expect them to freaking attack through Belarus. I even expect Belarus to get involved. Do you think this war will help/hurt Biden at all? Look, the whole Biden thing, it's going to overall hurt him. I don't want this to hurt anybody. I want this to be over, because this is scary. You have a nuclear power having a legitimate war. A conventional war, not some bullshit Afghanistan, bullshit civil war. A real war with a country in Europe. With, I think the second biggest army in Europe as well. This is why it's going to get a bit scary. And this war needs to end quickly, because it may get bad. Poland and Hungary should secure their portion of Ukraine. There's only so much it can take, though. I mean, it's right on the border. There's 2 cities are 80% Hungarian and stuff. There's really a war going on, sir. Or should I say a quote-unquote military operation? Yeah, that's currently what's happening. Let's see here. Right before the incident, the Ukrainian president loosened gun laws. They basically gave Ukrainians the right to bear arms and weapons right before the invasion. I did hear something about that, so that's why I'm saying this war is going to get ugly, because you're going to make freaking Spain in 1812 look like child's play with all the guerrilla warfare. So, yeah. Ukraine is the third largest army in Europe. Okay, they are. I thought they were number 2. Whatever. I thought that was number 2, but But either way, it's going to be ugly. It is going to be extremely, extremely ugly. And a lot of people are going to die over this. Again, I hate to say that, but it's true. There will be no rally around the flag effect. No, there won't, because people don't want to be involved in this. Unlike, what happened in Afghanistan, with 9/11 and stuff. That was a rally around the leader effect over 9/11. This doesn't have the same punch. So Ukraine became more based than the UK on guns. Well, I wouldn't say that. They knew that they need to quickly arm the people. That's why. Why is the market up now? I don't know. These people, I swear, the military-industrial complex always profit from this shit. So, Stephen King is blaming Trump. Of course they're blaming Trump. I'm not even blaming Biden, let alone an orange man from 2 years ago. This is the first time I'm not blaming Biden. I think, he's been a dumbass for the sanctions. But this is not really his fault with Ukraine. This was just more of NATO being freaking idiots. And so was Ukraine. So yeah, Biden I'm not really going to go after. I mean, it's not even his fault. I hate to say that, but it's true. It's not his fault. So, many people are calling for Ukrainian refugees to America. Not going to happen. Nope. Nope and nope. Orange Man did this. Yeah, I mean, these people blaming the Orange Man. Get a life. My God, it's been 2 years. I mean, my goodness. So, yeah, Russia at war with Ukraine. Now, the question is how long will this last? This is where it gets a bit iffy, because I think, Ukrainian's government will collapse in like 2 days. I think their actual military will implode in like 2 days. I don't think they're already starting to lose airports in Kiev. I mean, it's not going to hold long, but I do think this will be a long guerrilla war. The military itself, they're borderline about to collapse. I mean, they're getting surrounded already. So I don't think Ukraine's going to hold down that much longer, but this conflict is going to go on for a while. Just the military itself is going to implode. Rap, will the war help? No, it won't. There's no, I mean, the sanctions are going to hurt him. So, I don't even think Trump could have stopped. Nobody could have stopped it. Well, Ukraine, if they actually followed the Minsk agreement and, made a deal with Russia, hey, you could just have these two states. They're, 90% Russian. I think this is the first sign of the crisis of the 21st century that what if all history has been talked about. I heard he's he has good videos. I may go watch the video, if you can suggest it. Have you seen the map of territory Russia's taken out? Yeah, I'll bring it up right now. I know that they, hold on. Where is it? There's a map. Here it is. This is the map, I believe. If it isn't, sue me. So yeah, let me bring this up. Again, I'm still working on this whole YouTuber thing. Still not an expert at this live streaming stuff. Let me, bring this up. There it is. So yeah, this is what the map looks like. Let's see here. One of the reasons why Putin invaded Ukraine is Putin's health is slowly failing. I know that there was rumors going around they had Alzheimer's. But I don't think that's the main reason he's doing this. So yeah, this is the current map of the situation. This is oof. This is an oof. So all the yellow-ish stuff is where the Russians are moving. And the dark red is where the separatists are. So, as you can tell, this is 1 day. And they've taken large chunks of it. I think they already took Odessa? I think that's how you pronounce it. The one port city in southern Ukraine. Yeah, I think Odessa fell already. Yeah, so I think this is so far what it looks like. It's interesting. Let's see here. They've taken all of southern Ukraine from Crimea to Kherson. So they actually got that far? I know they got Odessa, but if that's true, Odessa fell, they already lost. Okay, it didn't fall. I thought they invaded. I thought they had an amphibious assault. That's weird. Heard wrong then. But as you could tell, I mean, Kiev is going to fall in like 2 days. So, what, sir? They haven't taken Odessa, but they're close. Okay, I thought they landed there, but they must have landed south. I don't think they took Odessa. Okay, I heard that they had amphibious assault somewhere. Let's see here. I think they repelled the attack. I don't know. We gotta look into it more. There's a lot of interesting information going around. And you see the little red dot near Kiev, you know, north central Ukraine? That's the airport that fell like in 2 minutes after the war started. Yeah, they lost one of their main airports in like 5 seconds. So, yeah. This was always planned to be a large invasion. We got all bamboozled. I mean, it depends how much they take. I mean, are they going to go with full annexation? I don't think they're going to go that far. But I think they're going to take a lot. They're going to make like half of it, you know, annexed. The other half a puppet state. Let's see here. Putin might also go after the country of Moldova. Didn't they bomb Moldova? I thought they did. I thought there's shit going down in Moldova also. I thought they bombed it already. Okay. Snake Island. Okay, that's what it was. So much for Russia just wanting the Donbass. That's what everybody thought. Everybody thought, okay, they're gonna have a border war, you know, by the western part. Not this. The Republic will be recognizing the Second Russian Empire for a safe and secure society. Oh my god. The Emperor Palpatine memes are going to come from this. So, what did you post about Turkey? What happened was apparently a Turkish ship got like bombed by somebody in the Black Sea. So we gotta see what happens. I'm pretty sure they said it was nothing, that nobody got hurt, but still, that's not good. I feel bad for President Zelensky. Well, he kind of caused this. I hate to say it, but he effed up. He did not deal with the oligarchs in Ukraine, and he pissed off the wrong people, and yeah. Yeah, this is going to be interesting with what Russia does. I mean, and are they just going to stop at Ukraine? That's going to be the biggest thing. Are they going to really stop just at Ukraine? Or, I know Moldova is probably going to fall also. That's a little country southwest of Ukraine. That's in between Ukraine and Romania. There's apparently like there's some like air raids happening there. So, yeah. A lot of shit going down. The Russians sunk a Turkish ship, which could have caused a war. They didn't sink it. They bombed it. But nobody got hurt, luckily. If it would have sunk, we would have went to immediately World War III would have started. So, this may just be a Ukraine-Russia problem, but what if it spreads to other countries? That's what I'm saying, like, is Russia ever going to stop just at Ukraine? Are they going to do some shenanigans in the Caucasus? Well, they're pretty much on the Caucasus, but still. Well, Georgia's already like a puppet like Russia. They literally be like, hey, Georgia, have this referendum here. We have guns pointed at you, so you better answer correctly. So, yeah, I think that's what's going to happen. I mean, it's very interesting, guys. Like, I have never seen this in my life. I have never seen a war like this, like a real conflict in my life. Like, I was not born with the, you know, Balkan Wars, the Persian Gulf stuff. That was way before me, like, a few years behind. But this is the first major war. We're going to see what the fuck happens. Because this is just, sheesh. The Baltics are safe. Russia won't touch. The thing is, I don't know. I think Baltics are fine. I'm talking more like Kazakhstan, you know, some of those Caucasus countries, like Armenia. Ooh, that should piss off James if that happens. Russia will stop Moldova if they do anything. They'll support it. Yeah, I think Moldova, they're gonna pretty much like. I mean, they're already bombing Moldova, so there's be like I think there'll be a coup attempt there. That's probably what's gonna happen. Georgia wanted to join NATO. Yeah, just every time any country wants to join NATO, Russia's like, "Fuck you, we're gonna invade you." So it's very interesting. Armenia is a Russian island. Okay. I'm not an expert at, the frickin' Russian foreign affairs, but I do know the basics, so. What happens if China attacks Taiwan where we are in World War III? Because we have a lot of U.S. troops in Taiwan. And I think, don't we have a big chunk of our Navy there, too? I don't think that would be a good idea. So yeah. Okay, bye. Bye. So much wrong info. Bye. Bye. Have a beautiful time. Bye. Retake constant. No! That's World War III. Don't forget Belarusian annexation talks, but yeah, I think that's gonna happen. What they're gonna do is like what the Soviet Union did with like oh, you see, Ukraine's their own country. They're just part of Russia. Just don't do anything wrong or you'll be shot. So, yes, the U.S. is obliged. Well, they're not obliged if we have a bunch of troops there. So Taiwan gets attacked, our troops get attacked too. So. Jim Info, I heard about that the Oklahoma guy's gonna retire. Freaking useless. I mean, why run? That was a waste of a Senate seat. That clown just like, oh, I'm just gonna retire after the election. Okay, I thought he was gonna retire like midway like that. Okay, so we have wrong intel. So. Russia might formalize the Union state and add Ukraine to the mix. That may happen. That's probably what's going to happen. I mean, Putin's been talking a lot about Russian Empire, USSR, that sort of stuff lately. Bro, did you hear about how Mitt Romney... Of course he blames Trump. Mitt Romney is just jealous because Trump actually won twice. So, for a long time, Putin didn't recognize Ukraine. Really? I thought that was just like a week ago he started that. Seriously, been that long? Huh. How much is gas gonna go beat now? Okay, all I'm gonna say is in my area it's gone up like 50 cents in like 3 days. It's not pretty. It's not pretty. Russia takes back all the former Soviet countries minus the Baltics. Well, don't they have to take Poland? Well, no. Poland was its own like satellite state. So, Ukraine is meaningless. Well, I'm just saying like, we should be involved. I agree with that, but I'm just saying, like, this is iffy. Where will they stop? That's what would have happened. Again, don't send troops there. That's going to end horribly. So, China attacks Taiwan. If China attacks Taiwan, World War III, everybody's going to get nuked. So, India and Pakistan might have a shit show. So, that what I may see. India and Pakistan just fighting each other to the death. I think that may happen next. If a giant asteroid was heading to Earth, Dems would still play. Well, yeah. What do you say? These people really still think, they're like the trust the plan people that think Trump will be indicted any day now. Trust the plan. It's their own version of QAnon. It's a scam. Let's see here. Russia will eventually say it was just a prank, bro. God damn it. Let's see. Russia versus Ukraine. Yeah, that's really the stream. So, again, it's going to be interesting. I mean, how long will the Ukrainians hold out? I'm saying like 2 days. I think that, the civilians and stuff, they're going to have a huge guerrilla war. I'm talking with the main government. I mean, they're done. I mean... They're already almost to Kiev already. So, thought Trump's past support for universal coverage healthcare. Yeah, I heard that he supported that in the 2000 election when he ran, right? Yeah, 2000 he ran as a Reform Party candidate. He talked about universal healthcare. It's 23 years ago. I don't care. I mean, that's what he said 20 years ago. He doesn't necessarily believe it now, but yeah. Let's see here. Trump put the sanction on Russia and then Biden lifted the sanctions. Well, it wasn't really that. It was just, the pipeline. Like, oh, wait. Russia controls all the oil and frickin' for Europe. What's the worst that can happen? He supported as early as 2015 he did? Huh. That's interesting. Do you update the Texas data? I will today. I'm sorry about that. I fell a couple days behind in some stuff. And the Ukraine shit happened, and yeah. South Africa's collapsing pound. Didn't, like, South Africa, like, threaten, like, Russia or something like that? Like, yesterday, it was, like, some random African country that's like, you better not go to war with Ukraine. It was something ridiculous like that. I may be wrong about that, but I think that's true. He supported universal health care in 2000, but coverage. Okay. Okay, that makes sense. Alright. Kiev will be captured by Sunday at the latest. I think by Saturday. Kiev is going to fall any day, any minute now, probably. I mean, the fact they already took over their main airport in Kiev, just, yeah. No, South Africa's on Russian side. Then who is the African country? I swear, there's like some random African country that would just like, don't attack, don't freaking attack Ukraine. Or we'll sanction you. Let's see here. Kenya stood up to Russia. Kenya's bait. Was it Kenya? Oh my god. So, I don't know. There's one of them that like, it was a meme. Like, I think it was Ghana or Kenya. It's Kenya, I think. It was stupid when I saw that. I guarantee if the sun exploded... Well, yeah. Anything to blame the Orange Man. Alright. So, yeah. A lot of shit happening. A lot of shit. I hope India beats up Pakistan. Pakistan is funding the talent. Well, Pakistan's like a dump. So... We're entering a new age of empires. Again, I don't think a war with Taiwan's happening because that would start World War III and everybody would die. So I don't think that's gonna happen. I'm not a fan of Putin first. Well, I'm fine with Putin like as a leader. I mean, as a leader, he's a fine leader. I'm just having issues with this war. I mean, he's taking this like 50 steps way too far, over freaking like 2 square miles in western Ukraine. I mean, come on. Kenya, don't invade Ukraine. Yeah, I think it was Kenya that said it. Let's see, China won't invade Taiwan. Yeah, all China's doing is just flex their muscles. They're not going to actually freaking attack. If they do, they would get nuked immediately. Just a sad fact. Let's see here. U.S. not going to let Taiwan go as easy with so many chip manufacturers. Well, and also, again, China's not going to do it. It'd not go well for them. Hasn't Kiev been bombed? Yeah, Kiev is just fucking getting blown to pieces right now. Just most of the military stuff. It's over in Ukraine. Yeah, it's pretty much over. I'm pretty sure it's over. Let's see here. Has Putin secured Crimea? He already did. I mean, the whole Crimea stuff, Russia got that fair and square. I mean, yeah, was the referendum necessarily fair? Not really, but still, they won a landslide. When will Ukraine fall? Again, the military and government probably in the next 2 days. The guerrilla war that's going to happen after, maybe a couple months. Depends. Another Wuhan flu is going to start. No. It won't. Have you seen that the U.S. is expecting an attack from either Russia or China? Well, it's not going to happen. They just prepare for the worst case scenarios for anything like that. But I do think a proxy war is going to start somewhere. I don't know where, but God knows where. Ukraine took the airport. What? I thought that Russia took like 5 minutes, like the first second. How did they take it back already? Let's see here. I'm going to be honest. If we get invaded, let's see here. We got invaded in November 2020, January 2021. Wouldn't necessarily say invaded, just screwed over. Biden needs to bring back the Keystone XL. Not going to happen. Even that makes the most sense. It's not going to happen. Because fuck you. I mean, sadly, that's a valid reason. That is a valid reason why the Keystone Pipeline's not coming back. Let's see. China and Russia won't go to war. No, I'm just saying I don't think China and Russia are going to attack like Taiwan or some shit like that. Or the Baltics. I think that's just suicidal. Why does Tencore want Republicans to be as useless powerless as the Canadian? Because that guy is a freaking loser. Just no. It would be most reasonable to have a proxy war in Ukraine. Well, everybody thought it was going to be a proxy war like where the separatists are, the dark red on the map. Everybody thought, okay, the shit that's going to happen, that part of Ukraine, a couple border disputes here and there, but that's going to be the main part. Not a full-on invasion like this. Because fuck you. Understandable. Have a nice day. Yeah, that's pretty much the reason, though. I mean, that's the reasoning. I mean, the environmental shit is bullshit. Like, oh, it hurts the environment. Yeah, as you improve, 50 pipelines, like Russia, Ukraine, fucking Saudi Arabia. Will China and Russia team up No. Maybe an economic war, which we would lose if we don't, get Trump back in office. You support Ukraine or Russia or neither? Neither. I don't give a shit. I mean, I think Russia's taking it too far, but Ukraine, they really screwed up the past couple years. They should have really just given the separatists independence. All this would have been avoided. Instead, they never compromised. NATO kept screwing them over, and yeah. What does this mean for New Hampshire, which hates wars? I think it's going to swing right, but again, this is a weird circumstance. I don't think it's going to... It may hurt Biden by a point or two. I don't think it's going to hurt him that much. Unless we get freaking involved in this somehow. I only doubt that Russia will nuke us if we get involved, especially if Trump was... Well, Russia's not going to nuke anybody. I mean, they did almost blow up Chernobyl, but still, I don't think they're going to nuke anybody yet. I feel like this is an excuse to go reckless with sanctions. Yeah, they're going to go... the sanctions are going to make things worse here. I mean, they're already bad enough with the gas prices. It's going to be way worse. Absolutely worse than this. Nukes aren't going to be used. Yeah, they're not going to be used. I mean, it's World War III in that situation. Minsk Agreement should have been followed. Yeah, I'm not denying that. Again, look up the Minsk Agreement. You want to know why this shit's happening? That is why. Ukraine pissed all over the Minsk Agreement. But still, Russia, I think, is taking this way too overboard. So, if Russia, they're not gonna nuke anybody. If the second a nuke drops or Chernobyl blown up or something like that, World War III would have started. Everybody would be dead in 5 minutes. So, let's see here. How does this affect the midterms if Biden his handlers intervenes? If he intervenes, we're all dead. So, Biden said he won't send troops. Well, that's for today. Biden has flip-flop every other day with Ukraine. We must intervene in Ukraine. We can. We will. We can't. We will. Let's see here. Biden can only lose so many people, so many more people with open minds. Yeah. Biden, I think, already has, his floor. His floor may be, a 2-point decrease, but that's about it. So, it's not going to go... If it does go up, it'd be like a cat bounce. It's going to go up 1%. Reports that Russians damage nuclear waste. Ah, God. Are you serious? Did that seriously happen? Did the Russians, blow up something in Chernobyl? Oh, God. Well, if that's true, I'm just going to leave. Let's see here. I won't send in troops. I won't create a... Exactly. That's why I don't trust him. We gotta just see and wait. Trump statement. Okay, so he did actually support universal health care. Okay. The Russians took over Chernobyl. I thought, somebody said they, blew up something. If that's the case, we are fucked beyond belief. If that's the case. I don't think that's true, though. I know they took it over. But... what if all history made a good point? No one would want to be the one who ended mankind. So World War III likely won't be nuclear and more conventional. Outside the mean three. Well, yeah, but I still think just don't piss off Pakistan with nukes and be fuck it, we're gonna blow up everything. So that's what I'm more worried about. Some random country that nobody knows has nukes just goes berserk. So Biden's trying to make his Ukraine as his cash cow. Well, yeah. The Hunter Biden stuff with Ukraine, definitely a disgrace on this country. So you need to know about that. To be honest, I'm not afraid. No nuclear war is going to happen. Crazy coming back, and that's 100% true. True point. The media is going nuts over Trump calling Putin a genius, even though it's true. Again, I don't... yeah. Just because you call him a genius doesn't mean you agree with him. He's been a genius the entire thing. Like, hey, sure, I'm taking this bit overboard, but, we're going to make everybody think we're just going to attack one part of Ukraine. We attack everything. So, let's see. I have to compliment Germany for creating the Blitzkrieg, and 80 years later, it's proven to be successful once again. Yeah, is that all Russia's doing, like, paratroopers and, like, tanks? That's all they're pushing the Ukraine right now. Do you think World War III is coming? No. It's not. Not gonna happen. Let's see here. Never downplay neocons who go hard. Neocons are scum. Russia's BS when they said they took out all of Ukraine's air defenses. Well, I'm pretty sure they took out a big chunk. I did hear that there was some dog fights happening over Kiev. But, I mean, the Ukrainian Navy's just gone. Like, the 2 ships they had is just gone. So there's that. I heard some of their missile defenses are just gone too. So they're kind of screwed. My prediction is Putin annexes eastern Ukraine. Yeah, probably by the river. Like eastern Ukraine will be, part of Russia. Western Ukraine will be a quote-unquote independent country. In quotations, as in, hey, Mr. Ukrainian man, if you do anything wrong, we have a gun pointed at your head. So don't do anything wrong. That's exactly what's going to happen, probably. Let's see here. What if all history made us irredeemable the incoming Great Depression? I may watch it. I'll watch after the stream. I think it's going to happen. I think we're going to have... I'm not saying as bad as Great Depression, but way worse than 2008. I think it's going to happen. So, estimated 3,200 troops killed already for the Russians. Yeah, but how many Ukrainians, I wonder? Sir, our Navy has been wiped out. All 3 ships, yes. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, they had, 3 ships and, 2, patrol boats, and it's wiped out in, 5 seconds. That's what I'm saying. Let's see here. I wonder if Trump still supports universal coverage. I don't think so. I don't know. Let's see. I think Russia's going to get as far until they get past NATO's comfort zone. I think what's going to happen, they're going to take over, the eastern half, annex it, western half. Hey, an independent government that's collaborating with the Russians. This will work. Let's see here. Soon the Russian Communist Party will probably take power after... Nah. I don't know about that. Let's see here. Russia, this is Ivan. He's the Ukrainian president now. It's an independent country. That's essentially what's going to happen. It's be like the biggest, scam ever. Oh, this is an independent country with free and fair elections. It's like the oversimplified video where it's communist, 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 communist. That's what's going to happen. It's not communist, but, all these quote-unquote independent leaders. I think we could sell California to Russia. I think Russia would, not. I think Russia would be no. Absolutely not. You would have to pay them to take California. Is Biden the worst foreign policy president in modern history? Bush is still number 1. Biden's very close to number 1, but Bush is still that number 1. Just where are those weapons of mass destruction at, George? Exactly. I don't think this is marking the end of Putin's regime. It's not. People saying that, they've been saying that for years. The Putin regime's over. Yeah, there's some protests in Moscow. Yeah. But every single time a war like this breaks out, right? It's rare in Europe now, but there's always protests. Give me a break. Let's see here. The Russian communists are more socially right-wing than the GOP and Trump. Lol. They're also market socialists. Yeah, I heard like the communists and freaking like Russia now are like more right on like social issues than Republicans are. They're just like market socialists. Jesus. Bush is a king of old warmongering neocons. Yeah, that's a true fact. I don't think... No, I think Woodrow Wilson has the worst foreign policy. Well, in all American history, Wilson. Modern, like the last 80 years, definitely Bush. But Wilson is an atrocious president. Probably the worst we ever had. So... we are good. Give California... No, we have to pay somebody to take California. Like, we pay them $1 trillion just to take California. That would be the agreement. Let's see here. We are good. Give... Let's see here. I blame NATO and Biden for this war. I blame, everybody. Russia for taking this overboard. Ukraine for not making any compromise and also breaking the Minsk Treaty. NATO for doing nothing. Biden for... Not really Biden, though. He's just there. If China invades Taiwan to collapse in the Civil War, you'll let India and Pakistan nuke each other while it collapses. That's the thing. I think China doesn't want to do that because if they go to war with Taiwan, that may stir up something over there. I think that may end up horribly for them. Where the pink hat feminists in Russia low? They're disappeared. They're totally safe at home. Just don't look inside their homes, please. Just don't. What if alt history is great? You should definitely watch him. He's a classic liberal, but he's unintentionally makes a lot of arguments for social conservatism. Yeah, I watch a couple of his videos. He does sound like, pretty based on some issues. So I'll watch him. Malaysia kicked Singapore out from itself. Well, Singapore is its own freaking animal. So, believe it or not, but Ukraine has neo-Nazis. I know that. There's a bunch of neo-Nazis in Ukraine. So, again, it's like but it's not like, they control, like, they're like 80% of the population, like 20%, like, the very eastern parts of Ukraine. So, or western parts. The Ukrainian government is saying they killed 3,200 Russian troops. Again, I'm not going to... You look at death counts, I'm just going to ignore that because it's old bullshit. It's old estimations. It's like, oh, what times this by 100? So... kick Ontario out of Canada. Nah, that's a bit too much. You think we should deploy troops on Russia? No, nobody's side. This side we should just avoid. This is a war we should flat out avoid. China and Russia are facing major population crunches right now. That is a fair point. China may have fucked itself with the one-child policy. Russia is just Russia, so... Tuberville said that Russia invaded Ukraine because Russia's communist and needs more food. Seriously? He seriously said that. Oh my god. If that's true that he said that, oh my god. That would be perfect. I stopped taking death count seriously after, well, I wouldn't say that, sir. Be optical, sir. I wouldn't say that. I'm just saying, like, the death counts are usually, interesting. That's all I will say. Why Americans not kicked out Russians elite kids from USA and not arrest all money? I don't know. Freaking Russia. It's Russia. Plus, I think that would cause some issues. So, yeah, I actually said that. Look it up. Okay, Tuberville. God damn it. If Russia loses this war, it's gonna make the freaking Winter War look like peanuts. With Finland. Hey, Finland, you have, like, 2 troops and, like, a bear. We're gonna invade you. And they proceed to take, like, 3 years to conquer, like, 5 inches of land? If that happens here, that's a bigger embarrassment. So. Anyways, I think we're gonna end the stream here. I think we got, all the talking points, talk about some memes, some shit posting. A lot of good stuff happening. But, yeah, I hope everybody enjoyed. If you did, smash the like button down below, subscribe. Sure, hit the little bell, and yes, again, this is a quick, hour-long stream-ish. This is kind of a precursor to next Tuesday. Again, there will be, every day will be upload except today. Just, this was a bit more fitting of a dumpster fire situation. So, yeah, I hope everybody enjoyed, and yeah, hit the like button down below, subscribe, and yes, thank you so much for watching. Hit the little bell, and yeah, thank you so much.